Hey guys, Joe here with Steel Ops. Apologies that it's taken us a little while to get this product released and this video out. Some of you are actually even clever enough to already gone to our website and figured out that this product has been for sale for a couple days before we got this video out. But for those of you that haven't, I would like to introduce our newest armor plate. This is our Costa Ludus Armis. This is our newest armor plate, and it is miles above some of the other stuff that we've been offering in the past. So we're very excited about this, guys. This was sort of a collaboration project between us and Chris Costa over at Costa Ludus. For those of you that aren't familiar with Chris Costa, maybe you've been living under a rock for a while, I don't know, but I'm just joking. Chris has been around for a long time. He's a very well-respected firearms instructor in the community. Was part of the early days over at Magpul Dynamics. Moved on from there and has done training and consulting for everybody from law enforcement and military to civilians and beyond. So we were happy to work with him. We sent him some of our armor plates a while back, and he ran them through the ringer and was impressed enough by him that he called us back and said, hey, I want a plate that is built to my specifications, and this is the result of that collaboration. Guys, this plate still features our 5mm AR-600 steel, so you're still getting that level 3 plus protection. And it also still features our GT Advanced Ballistic Coating, which continuously outperforms the competition. So if you want to see videos of that protection level or that coating, go check out some of the other videos on our Instagram page. There's a ton of them. So before I get too far into the specs on this plate, I do want to kind of talk about some of the two other armor plates that you guys are already probably familiar with, just so that we can kind of show how they compare. Guys, this is our XP plate. That stands for extra protection. This has the most protection area of any of our plates. This is a 10 by 12, and it comes in at about 7.4, 7.6 pounds. Guys, there's a little bit of variance there in the coating just because the coating is hand applied. There's a minimum that every plate must meet before it goes on the shelf, so it won't go below that, but sometimes it gets maybe just a touch extra, and that's the cause of that variance. So again, 10 by 12 coming in at about 7.4, 7.6 pounds. Some of you are also familiar with our Pro plate. A lot of you guys are using this as a front plate, which is a great option. That XP plate sort of has more of a standard shape to it. This has more of what I think the industry is calling a swimmer's cut. The corners are tapered down a little bit more. That just facilitates that handgun manipulation a little bit easier. This plate is again 10 by 12, but this one comes in at about 6.6, 6.8 pounds, somewhere in there. The thing to keep in mind with both of these plates, guys, is that they are single curve. I'll kind of hold that up. You'll notice that they just have that single, about half-inch body curve horizontally. So how do these compare to the new Costa Ludus Armis plate? Well, I'm going to put this over the top. First and foremost, guys, you can kind of see that the corners are a little bit rounded, more rounded on this plate. But I'll set these two plates together here and hold it up. You'll notice that we kind of just went through and trimmed some of the fat off this plate. There's about 5/8 of an inch that we brought in from the edge versus the Pro plate, and then on the top we got rid of about a ½ inch of material at the top. So compared to the Pro plate, just a little bit more slimmed down design. Compared to the XP plate here, you'll notice that that fat has kind of been trimmed off all the way around, right? So the result of that, guys, is that the new Costa plate comes in at 8 3/4 by 11.5 tall. There's 8 by 10s already out on the market, guys, and some of you guys might be running those right now. We really didn't want to cross into that 8 by 10 threshold. The reason for that is just that we did not feel that an 8 by 10 is sufficient enough for your average adult male. And that's just our personal opinion. Some of you may disagree with that, but again, we didn't want to cross into that 8 by 10 threshold, so we felt like that 8 3/4 by 11.5 was still a very good compromise to get the weight down and was easily justifiable for the weight reduction. Guys, this plate is coming in at 6 pounds even. So shedding almost 0.6, 0.8 pounds versus the Pro plate and 1.4 to 1.6 pounds versus the XP. So pretty substantial. This plate also features our new tri-curve design. As you can imagine from the name, there are 3 curves. And I'll hold this up so that you guys can kind of see it. There are 3 curves. 2 of them are down here at the bottom. That brings the bottom of the plate sort of in towards the appendix area. That makes the plate much more comfortable to wear in like a vehicle, sitting position, or crouching position. And most importantly, we've added a curve at the top. Guys, what that does is it eliminates sort of that shelf feel from wearing a single curved plate. It brings that in and gets rid of that protrusion on the top of that plate. More importantly, guys, what it does is it reduces kind of what I call felt weight. On a single curve plate, guys, there's more felt weight. You feel the weight in your shoulders more. This eliminates that because it takes some of that weight and it distributes it across your muscle mass, and it distributes that across your chest. So when you're wearing the plate, it feels even lighter than it actually is. So a very, very ergonomic plate, guys. I'm going to be running this strictly as my front plate. I'm changing my kits out to have this plate as my front plate. This makes a great front or back plate. I think there's still going to be some guys that prefer to run the XP in the back. We get this question a lot, which plate should I run, up front versus the back. If you're one of those guys that has a lot of kit up front, carrying 6 mags and 8 tourniquets and 16 flashlights, you may want to put the XP in the back just because it's going to help balance that kit out a little bit. But if not, if you're running a more slimmed down design, a minimalist approach, the new Costa plate is going to be a great fit both front and back. Again, guys, these are available on our web store right now as we speak. That web store, the link is in the bio if you're watching this on Instagram. If not, that web store is shop.steelops.com. Again, that's shop.steelops.com. You can also get there through our main webpage, which is www.steelops.com. As always, guys, reach out to us if you have any questions about our products. And thanks a lot, as always, for your business and support. We'll talk to you guys later.